Hey, bitch. Listen, it's Jamie. That's me here. Y'all already know what to do. Okay. Y'all already know what I'm going to ask y'all for when y'all come into the video. Girl, go ahead and give me what it is that I'm seeking. And that is a like on the video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. Listen, I came to y'all today because I want to talk more about Wendy Williams. Um, I'm a bit bothered by what's going on with Wendy Williams. Like, we already know that the documentary dropped where pretty much I feel the guardianship situation was indeed exposed. So now we kind of know what's going on with that. Um, what else has happened? The Guardian has tried to fight for the documentary to not be released, and it was indeed released anyway because the judge says that that is a violation of that person's free speech. So, or Wendy's or whatnot. So it had to, continue to be pressed through. And in addition to that, after seeing, the people that's working around Wendy, a lot of us have had a lot of things to say about it. And yeah, those people are no longer with Wendy. I do think that they're not working with Wendy, meaning the PR person and the manager or whoever they were to Wendy. I feel like the reason they're not there is not by their own choice. I do believe that they were done away with. I believe the PR person was done away with by way of the manager, and I believe the manager was done away with by the Guardian. Now, I could be wrong, but that's just merely my speculation of the situation, okay? Ever since then, I went down this rabbit hole where, we got into guardianship, what it means, all of that. And I am in no support of guardianship. I feel like that is another way to scam rich people. You guys try to make it appear as though their family members are the ones taking advantage of them, whereas there have been plenty of guardians, maybe not all, but plenty of guardians that have been out here taking advantage of those individuals and their riches more than their own family members have. So, guardians, in my opinion, are not necessarily to be trusted, okay? Especially when you cannot appoint someone in the family to be over that person. Like, that doesn't make sense. Anywho, you appoint these strangers, the same strangers that some people have seen donate to some of these judges. Yes, the donations may have been minimal, right? But we don't know what else was going on in other places. They may have donated $500 to a campaign, just a little bit, and maybe they had another organization or another bill or something else they had going on that that person may have supported wholeheartedly. So I don't know. But I found that to be, very, very interesting. But anywho, I wanted to get, another thing that took place was the fact that Kelvin Hunter came back to the front and said, "Hey, I never did get none of my money that I was supposed to get. I mean, I got a little piece of it when it came down to like the alimony and stuff like that, spousal support stuff that I'm supposed to get. I got a little piece of it. But ever since she been under her guardianship, like they stopped all checks, and I'm gonna need y'all to make Wendy pay up. She gonna have to pay me for my pain, pay me for my time, and y'all know I'm in disagreement with that. But if it is ordered so by the judge for this person to have it, then who the hell am I? Because I have to look at it in the opposite stance of Wendy. If it was Kevin in her situation and she's supposed to be getting child support for little Kevin, and a guardian came in and stopped those checks, who the hell she thinks she is? Okay. So as much as I may not be in full support of it, it was something that they both agreed upon. And that's where we are. He is supposed to get those checks. Okay. Now I don't know if he could have signed something on a contract that said, should I stop working, you don't get shit. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that was the case. All right. But that's that situation. And now what we're learning, according to page 6, they're saying that Wendy Williams is facing federal tax lien over $500,000 in unpaid taxes. Okay. Um Well, she's been under a guardianship, from my understanding, since 2022. So could that $500,000 in unpaid taxes be for last year, meaning 2022, 2023? They have put her in a tax lien because she hasn't paid it yet. I'm just wondering what year it is. I have not read this article, but we are going to get into the article together. But I'm just wondering, what years does this, are they speaking on? And if this is a bill that Wendy has been receiving, what the fuck is the Guardian doing that she's not taking care of this lady's bills? Because ain't that's what you're supposed to do, since y'all feel like her family is not in a good place to do that? But y'all can sit up here and say that this lady has dementia and that she's being, I think they said, undue influence and all of this other stuff. Basically, she's not capable of making decisions on her own, and you feel like she may be taken advantage of. So then y'all take over ownership of her, and then y'all take advantage of her, and she don't even much know y'all like that. for y'all to be getting up in her corner in her pocket like that. Hello? But anywho, girl, let me go and get this up on the screen, all right? Because I like for y'all to see what I'm getting into. Make sure that you guys are supporting the channel, okay? Now, they're saying Wendy Williams was reportedly facing a federal tax lien over more than $500,000 in unpaid taxes. The longtime talk show host, New York City condo, which she bought for $4.5 million in 2021, is now under a lien. Now, see, this is what I'm wondering. This is what I'm wondering. Is that the real reason that Wendy ass moved out of that apartment? I'm sorry, out that condo. Because remember, we saw when things were being filmed that Wendy moved out of that out that location, and she went and found her somewhere else. Now I'm wondering, how long has this been lingering over her head, and how long did she know that it was a tax lien? Because I feel like sometimes with these tax situations, it be in place a long time ago. And people, Wendy done probably been knew about it a long time ago, like a lot of celebrities. But then when it comes to us as consumers of the news or whatever, it's like, oh wow, this is news to us or whatever. So I don't know. I'm wondering. I feel like she about knew about this. That's why she was moving to get the hell up out of there. Okay, just in case they do need to snatch it from her. One, she would have downsized to a smaller place, and then two, she would have, you know what I'm saying? Hey, all right, would have made some money for them, because remember, she was trying to sell it. So were you trying to sell it so that one, you could get money because you ain't got access to your money because the guardian over there controlling stuff that she ain't even work for? Hello, could it be for that? You was just need to get money because you ain't have access to it, or did you want to sell it so that you can pay off the debt that you owe and get a little bit of the money? Because her ass was over there having your stuff tied the fuck up. Y'all cannot, as judges, human beings first, think that that is okay. Think that that is absolutely okay, and then want to portray it as though you're doing what's in the best interest of that person. No, you're robbing Peter, is what you're doing. Anywho, let's keep going. So then they say the government generated the lien in January. Okay, they're saying they generated the lien in January, and it was recorded with the New York City Department of Finance early February. Okay, they're saying Williams reportedly failed to pay her federal taxes, amounting in $568,451.57. Okay, and this is a total from 2019 and 2021. So these debts were already looming about. One, Wendy knew about them. I don't know what her situation was as to why she didn't take care of it. But clearly, this is a bill. And one thing the IRS gonna do, they're gonna continue to send you a bill about it. Okay, they gonna let you know about it so you get it paid off. So then, if that's the case, Miss Ma'am, you decided to take ownership over her. So obviously, according to you, she can't handle it. Clearly, she can't. If she can pay the $568,000 on her own, why you ain't going zip in her account and make sure that it got paid for, ma'am? Okay, so yeah, I'm feeling a way about it. Now, yes, granted, this a piece of this is definitely Wendy's fault, but now Wendy ain't even got access to her coin to take care of it. And now I'm over here looking at you, Miss Guardian, with the side eye. But let's keep going. Okay, because she got me hot. This situation is ooh. So Page Six exclusively reported in March of 2023 that Williams was selling off some of her pricey belongings inside of the New York City dwellings. I do remember that as well. So is all of this tied to her needing to pay the damn people the 568,000? Did you want to do that? What was really going on? All right. Now, this was in March of 2023. She had been under, from my understanding, financial guardian since 2022, not even having access to her money to take care of things. But here's the other thing, too. Just because Wendy, they're showing that she has 568,000 that she owes to the government from 2019 to 2021, does not necessarily mean that she found out in both of those years. It could have been something that, hey, we was researching, we did this and that, and girl, we found a little extra coin that you got tucked away that you need to give to us because, you know what I'm saying, after we did our calculations and rearranging and switch it up, we found that you owed us this. So they could have told her that in like 2023 or 2022. It's possible that she didn't even know about it in 19 and 21. But yeah, so here we are. And once she found out about it, because she didn't have access, maybe that's when she started to like sell off things. But anywho, they're saying the shock jock was notably given a new financial guardian in February 2022. Not a new one. Not given a new one, because that was what you mean, a new financial guard? That was the first one, the only one from my understanding. But let's keep going. The decision came after Wells Fargo deemed Williams an incapacitated. Girl, why I'm fucking up these words, child? Embarrassing. Anywho, so the decision came after Wells Fargo deemed Williams an incapacitated person in need of a guardian after her attorney, Celeste McCall, all right, filed an emergency petition claiming the bank had denied the TV host access to her accounts, assets, and statements. That should be against the law, especially when a person owed the government. Period. Girl, we got to get our money first. So y'all try to dip up in there and do anything. But let's keep going. They're saying at the time, Williams, a former financial advisor, Lori Scheller, also alleged that the comedian was unsound mind. Now, keep in mind what they're alleging, according to the attorney at the time. The reason Lori Scheller is trying to say that is she wanted to have a sit down with Wendy. Okay, Wendy told her, "Listen, I want to buy this condo or whatever down there for my son. I'm gonna rent it first, and then I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna buy it." And the lady was like, "Okay, cool. Well, give me all the deets. You know what I'm saying? And, I could get you a deal on that." Girl, Lori was plotting against you the whole time. In my personal, that's not a fact. That is merely just an opinion of mine. Okay. Um. And so when that happened with Lori, I don't know what could have went left to where Lori all of a sudden was like she was of unsound mind. The son would make purchases with Wendy's AMX card and all of that, and he would give it to Lori. Give the receipts or whatever to Lori, confirm the transactions, whatever it is she needs to do. So keep in mind, she was an advisor, financial advisor. Okay. She was not a guardian at the time, but she was advising Wendy when it came down to her money. Then at some point, she decided all of a sudden that Wendy is of unsound mind. Where did you get that from? Wendy told you she wanted to buy this property for her son. She wanted to do this. She wanted to do that. Some people have alleged that Wendy wanted to move her money from Wells Fargo to another bank. I don't know how necessarily true that is. Okay. Also, let me see if I can click on this article to find out exactly when she felt as though Wendy was of unsound mind. That was in February of 2022 or possibly January when she felt that way. But I'm trying to identify, really what I want to know is, when did Wendy go down to be in Florida with her family and was not willing to return? Could that have been around the same time, especially for this woman to all of a sudden say, "Oh, Wendy, you're of unsound mind"? Therefore, because she made that allegation or whatever, shortly after that, Wendy was put under a financial guardianship. Now, they also said that Lori wanted Wendy to come and have a sit down with her without her attorney. Okay, come and sit down by herself. So you can't say that this lady is of unsound mind, but then want to have a one-on-one conversation with her at the same time. Like, that don't really add up. Okay, it's definitely giving plotting, and it's surely giving scheming. But that's just what I think, girl. So they go on to say, however, the mother of one made it clear that she did not want to be placed under guardianship, or think that she needed to be placed under guardianship. Okay, now let's see. It looks like Williams said, "They say that I need somebody to handle my accounts, and I don't want that. I want all my money." Good Morning America in the March, that's what she told, I'm sorry, Good Morning America in March of that year. So y'all swooped in and took control. Like, do I need to run it back for y'all? Do I need to run back my guardianship? Because, like, this doesn't just happen to these big time celebs that we know. This happens to a lot of regular, degular, older people, especially if they got some money put up and put away. Okay, they, like, some guardians, or they have sent people to these older folks' doors and threatened them to leave their homes, and told them if they don't leave their home and come with them, they're either going to go to some place, or they're going to go to another psych ward, or they're going to go here, basically threatening these people, saying that they got to come with them. So once those people come with them, they make it appear as though those people wanted to go under guardianship, knowing that's not the case. And then one lady got exposed. For those people that haven't seen my video, definitely go tap into it. One lady got exposed for buying a pair of pants for one of the people, and then charging them there. No, what was it, $40, $80 or whatever, just to buy pants for them. So they do services for these people, and then they charge them for doing these services for them, which is, to me, a full scam in my personal. Okay, so when the lady got caught the fuck up, because there was an older couple that this happened to, I don't think that she was an attorney, but she was a professional guardian, which is what they label quite a few of these attorneys as. I guess you take a class or something like that, you show your interest, and you become a professional guardian. Okay. So they did that with this lady, right? She was a professional guardian. Once the research and everything was done, What we learned was that she was scheming, okay? And the judge was like, "Oh, you scheming? Well, guess what? I'm gonna plot on your ass. And guess what, baby? You gonna have to owe them people millions of dollars. It was millions. I can't even remember how many millions it was, but it was a lot of millions. A lot of millions that they probably never gonna see. Okay, it was a lot of money. I feel like I don't know. I think it was either I'm gonna say it was at least 9 million or more. I really feel like it was like 9 million or more. It was a high number. But anywho, um, this lady owed them a lot of money. Not only that, but her ass went to jail. Okay. But you know that it's gonna be tougher to do that with attorneys because they don't want to make the good old justice system look bad that all of their attorneys are getting locked the fuck up for abusing the guardianship system, you know. But anywho, let's go ahead and keep going. So then Wendy also says, I want to see all my money that I worked hard for my entire life. My entire life, I don't lie and I don't cheat and I don't steal. I am an honest person, hard-working person. And y'all was wrong for swooping in on her like that on some bogus shit. Y'all was wrong for that. Oh, y'all was wrong for that. And I feel like they probably been waiting and plotting on Wendy ever since she fell out. Ever since she fell out down to the TV station with that Statue of Liberty outfit on. They've been plotting and watching and seeing what's gonna happen and what's gonna go and what's gonna do. Just been watching her real closely. So at the proper time they could place her under guardianship. And while we all over here upset and feeling away about her damn guardian, who I forgot her name, I think it was Sabrina or something like that. But we really need to be looking at Lori Schiller's ass or Lori Schiller and seeing who she connected to because girl, I could just cause you was wrong for that. You was wrong for that, girl. You was wrong for that. Okay, they're saying Williams' financial woes were all explored in her controversial Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams? In the multi-part docu-series, Williams broke down in tears while detailing her financial hardships after being placed under guardianship. Okay, so she said, "I have no money." Is what she says. I have no money. She sat up here, worked hard for her stuff, and she ain't got shit to show for it because y'all over there holding on to it. Oh, let's keep going. They said in the series, her son also claims that the court appointed guardian hadn't done a good job of protecting his mother. She hasn't, and she's still not. And you over there questioning the wrong things. In my personal, bitch, I'm over here questioning why this lady owe $500,000 to the IRS. You got access to all the money, and you haven't paid it for her, so you're supposed to be taking care of her bills and shit. Okay, and guaranteed whenever she sell that condo for the 4.5 million, she bought it for 4.5 million, whatever she sells it for, because you're the guardian, you get a kickback from that, and you ain't even put in on this. No, ma'am. All right, but let's keep going. Of course, Wendy Williams, they're saying she was diagnosed with frontal temporal dementia, as well as aphasia. Now, her son says that her illness was due to it was alcohol induced, basically, like she has an alcohol induced dementia, something like that. Now, I'm not sure how that ties into frontal temporal dementia. I'm not sure if the two are connected, but that's interesting. So I'm gonna have to do a little research on that. If they're not connected, then I am gonna feel like it's a scheme that they set up to come to us with front temporal dementia to feel validated in them wanting to snatch her up. In my personal, but let's go ahead and keep going. All right. The next thing I wanted to get into over here with Radar Online, they're saying Wendy Williams' guardian questions validity of contract for Lifetime documentary an unsealed lawsuit. So wait a minute, baby. So you can have that lawsuit unsealed when it comes to you over here trying to get into deets with Lifetime because you probably gonna try and push the meter to sue them or whatever you're gonna be trying to do. But y'all got the documents and shit over there sealed the fuck up when it comes down to y'all placing this woman under a guardianship. Absolutely not. Like, girl, listen, when I tell y'all 2023 was the year of exposing a ton of people, I hope at some point this year, maybe next year, that they bust this guardianship shit wide open. I really do. I hope that get bust wide the hell open. So we can find out who really out here scheming and playing, and y'all gonna be tied up with a lawsuit as well. Because if Wendy is complaining about it, chances are you're over quite a few people. A lot of these people are guardians. You're not over just one individual. You're over quite a few people. And I'm sure her family isn't the only one that has the similar story. Her story is already relating to people on a whole nother side of the United States that was over there in Las Vegas. And how they couldn't get no information from the guardian, how they couldn't find out where their parents were located, how one girl said that her mama died. She didn't even know 2 days later after her death, she gets a letter, ain't been talking to the guardian because the guardian been hard to fucking reach. And then now all of a sudden you want to send this girl a letter telling some your mother's dead, she's here, you can handle the arrangements. Bitch, are you crazy? After you depleted her, I would have sued the hell out that lady. Okay, after I would have sued her. You done depleted this woman, and then you didn't notify her of her mother's death until 2 days, or maybe it was more than 2 days later. Okay, but it was at least two. You didn't even notify this lady until later. I don't know how long, y'all. Really, some part of me, I really want to say a week, but don't. I'm gonna say two. Okay. It was some time. It wasn't right at the moment when she found out. And here's the gag: you didn't even call the lady phone. The woman didn't call her phone. She just sat up there and sent her a fucking email. I don't even know if she said sorry for your loss, bitch. Do you hear what I say? You done sat up here, depleted her, stole her, took control over her, and didn't want to have a family plan. Here you go. Here's your dead relative. That's no use of you, but still probably gonna be more use to me. But here's your relative. You can grieve now. Like, what the fuck? Like, absolutely not. Okay, let's get into what they're saying over here. All right. They're saying that Wendy Williams' guardian questioned the validity of the contract the beloved former television host signed for Lifetime's documentary in the lawsuit against the parent network A&E. All right, now listen, you over here questioning the validity. I'm questioning the validity under of the guardianship that y'all placed her under. Somebody needs to tap into that. And the family need to get them an attorney that's going to fight guardianships of some sort, because it's like, how can y'all have guardians and attorneys and whoever professional guardians, people being able to be in a position to be a professional guardian, they're not doing their part, and y'all don't have attorneys that specialize in coming after people that do guardianships and not doing it ethically? Like, come on now. Anywho, what this woman is saying, she is saying that she does not believe that Wendy Williams was capable of understanding what it was that she was signing. Was she damn sure participated, and she damn sure had a lot to say on the show and out of the show. Okay, Thomas, she was not capable of understanding. Well, guess what? She was capable of understanding that there wasn't no motherfucking food in that damn house that she was in. The house that she was living in, the penthouse or whatever, it wasn't no food over there, ma'am. Okay, even her own best friend, I think her name was Regina, had to say how she would be on the phone. Wendy would order some food. The food wouldn't get there. She would have to sit up there and order Uber Eats for her. Let's talk about it. Like, what is going on? But you questioning the validity of this damn documentary, girl. It's out. A piece of y'all have been exposed. So then they're saying that Radar Online has obtained the suit filed by Sabrina Morrissey, because that is the guardian, that is the court ordered guardian in control of Williams' finances and her health decisions. Okay, which had been sealed until now for Wendy's protection. Let me tell y'all, I feel like the family gooped the hell out of Sabrina, which also shows just how not active Sabrina is in the person she's guarding. The person she's guarding. I feel like they gooped her because they had everybody thinking that this was about Wendy's comeback to television, when it never was. So of course Sabrina's, if she knew about it, was probably like, oh, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying, it's whatever, that's what it's about. It's only about that. They're just going to be doing a little bit of trying to get her back to TV. Okay, cool, yeah, you guys can talk about that. Ain't like she's ever going to go back anyway. Again, this is just my opinion. This is my assumption of how the situation could have went. All right, then I feel like that's one way that they probably goop Sabrina. But if they didn't, if she wasn't privy to it, and you're just now trying to file a report against the documentary coming out a day or two before it's supposed to drop, that lets me know how much you were not in tune with the person that you're guarding. You weren't in tune. You weren't even up to date to really know what's happening in that person's life. Because had you did, you probably would have stopped it a long time ago. And matter of fact, they had already aired a quick preview trailer of it at the top of February. Why you didn't file in? You waited until it was getting ready to come out, and then all of a sudden you filed it. You could have been filed it a long time ago. So again, that lets me know how much you neglect the people that you are guarding. But again, that is my opinion. That is not a fact, okay? That's my opinion and observation. But let's keep going. They're saying Miss Sabrina made it clear that she does not believe Wendy knew what she was signing, nor would the larger than life personality want her struggles to play out in public for the world to see. That's a lie. In my personal, why was she, a lot of people keep saying, she's not the only person that said that. A few people on social media have said the same thing. Wendy wouldn't want us to see her like this. Wendy wouldn't want us to see her without her wig. Wendy wouldn't want us to know this. Wendy wouldn't want, girl, Boy, did you ever consider that that is exactly what she wanted? Because when her money got locked the fuck up from her the first time, she went to Good Morning America telling her story. She had to sit down with Fat Joe telling her story. Like, she's talked to other people telling her story because she wants access to her money, baby. And if she was not going to be able to get it then this was a way that she about was going to do that. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, she has her moments where she might not be here, but then she also has her moments where she's here. And I feel like when this went down, she was here. Okay, because this is how I'm gonna get the word out. This is how I'm gonna let these people know what's going on. Okay, period. And then talking about something nor with the larger. The lady said she made it clear that she does not believe Wendy Williams knew what she was signing and didn't think that she would want her struggles to play out for the public. How would you know when you don't even know her? You don't even really know her. Her family know her. They probably knew exactly how Wendy would handle stuff. Cause see, what we get is the personality of Wendy. Those folks, the people that know her, they get the real Wendy. Okay. So it's very possible that she wanted it out there. Okay. Let's see. They go on to say she was not and is not capable of consenting to the terms of the documentary contract. The bombshell lawsuit filed last month read, and no one acting in Wendy Williams' best interest would allow her to be portrayed in the demeaning manner in which she portrayed in the trailer for the documentary. What? Nobody with her best interest would allow her to portray such, but you're supposed to have her best interest because you're the guardian, and according to Wendy, you ain't even no food in the house. Hello? I can't. I cannot. And anybody that knows Wendy, hello, and Wendy's best interest, she will always want her son to be taken care of. But instead, y'all painted that boy out to be a whole different person to the judge, which is what y'all do oftentimes in the courtroom when y'all trying to reach out. Win y'all cases, y'all make people seem like they just the worst the human beings walking this earth. Okay, some of it be true, sometimes it's not. But you got a duty to your case. I understand. Y'all made this boy out to be something else, and it resulted in him being removed. Okay. Um, not having any type of right to his mom. I think he was removed his power of attorney. So if anything were to happen to her, she passed away, I don't even think he gets access to whatever's left, financially for her or for him. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to mention in this article? Marisi filed the lawsuit in February. She also filed a restraining order in a desperate Hail Mary attempt to stop the network from airing the two-part documentary. While the judge tossed the order out, the lawsuit is still in play. They're saying Williams' guardian pointed to one signature in particular on the contract that she takes issue with. Okay. She said the contract was signed in November of 2022 by the CEO of the Wendy Experience Incorporated. It's unclear who the CEO of this company is, but Marisi claimed she did not authorize the business creation and argued the name in the signature is not clearly legible. However, it is highly distinguishable from WWH's signature. Okay, Marisi said she was aware that Williams was filming with a crew, but she was told that Will Celebi, the Guardian's authorization, okay, Wendy since fired manager, that the guardian's authorization was required before any film project involving Wendy Williams Hunter would be released. Okay. She says Marisi said she was aware that Williams was filming with the crew, but Will told her that the guardian's authorization was required. See, do y'all see what I'm saying? Even then, like, she controls what this lady can film, what she cannot film. Like, that's insane to me. All right. They're saying that she said to her complete shock and surprise, Lifetime released the trailer and documentary release date and announced it without the Guardian or viewing or approving the product, basically. So the Guardian was supposed to sit up there and see, this is what's crazy to me. You got too much fucking power. For me, too much power that you send up there and you gotta view it, watch, get access to it, view it, and approve what you will allow in it and what you won't allow in it. And that's why I'm glad that they went around your ass. Because let me tell you something, even the sister and them have talked about how that lady has not been responsive with answering calls and all of this other stuff. At first, everybody wanted to communicate. Then now all of a sudden, y'all go ghost, so nobody want to talk. But then now you want to get a chance to approve some documentation and stuff, and how it's going to be presented and what it's going to look like and this and that and that. Oh no, ma'am. Yeah, that don't really. Now you want to approve it, girl? No. You about wasn't able to approve it, view it, or do none of that because of your poor ass communication, according to the family. Mm-hmm. Celebi asserted that he too was unaware that the trailer would be released. Okay. They go on to say, according to the Guardian, Will told her that the project would be a positive tribute to Wendy. That's what y'all thought. That's what the family and them had y'all thinking. And I'm glad they played the dog, got y'all, having y'all think that that's what it was going to be about. Girl, no, ma'am. If anything, it definitely exposed. And I'm so glad it went down just like that. And that's what you get too, Miss Sabrina, because your ass sit up there and you wasn't doing your job, that you heavily relying on Will to do your job for you. Meanwhile, you about getting paid the bigger bucks, allegedly, while he's not. Yeah, he's getting a cute little coin, I'm sure, and you expecting him to be your little teacher's pet and let you know every little thing, and you not even doing your part really as a guard. You ain't really acting, you weren't really doing shit, girl. But anyway, that's what y'all get. So they're saying Williams' guardian charged that it cruelly portrays Wendy Williams as deeply confused and erratic, all while she is patently disabled due to her medical conditions. They said Wendy Williams was not and is not capable of giving her consent to her portrayal in the demeaning documentary, and the Guardian has not authorized and would not authorize the release of the documentary. We bet you wouldn't, but that's why they went around your silly ass. And so now you over here trying to sue the network, and I hope that they throw that out too, because you should have been doing your job on the front end, and now you over here trying to do it on the back end. I feel like you doing it on the back end is a whole lot a little too late. Okay, she can't authorize signing contracts, but you can sit up there and have people around her that's authorizing her to drink on fucking liquor. Get it together. Drink on alcohol, okay? Especially if it's the very thing that put her into this dementia state, okay? If it was alcohol induced and you're allowing her to be around people that's constantly giving her that, get that shit together. Okay, again, another reminder of how you're not involved, but you're guarding somebody's money. Anywho, they're saying days before the documentary aired, Williams' team released a statement to reveal she had been diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia, the same ailment that Bruce Willis was diagnosed with, which ended his film career. All right. The Lifetime crew who followed Wendy and put the documentary together said they wouldn't have filmed her had they known about her diagnosis. Okay. They said Williams had been in a treatment center since filming wrapped for the project in April of 2023. Okay. So that's what's been going on. I wonder, hold on. So she left in April of 2023 from that home, but when did she find out about those taxes? Didn't they say something about that? Was it over here? Okay. Okay, so she left in April of 2023, and in March of 2023, that's when she was trying to sell off some stuff in the house, and I think she was also selling the house. In my opinion, I believe that Wendy knew that she owed the government. She also knew that she wasn't getting access to her money, and she had to figure out a way to take care of that, because obviously the Guardian wasn't so in tune with what the fuck was going on to assist her to take care of her bills. If you feel like she is not mentally there to take care of it on her own, that's where you are supposed to show up and do it. So if that is the case, unless she didn't have the money, which I refuse to believe that she didn't have $500,000, because just the year prior she was going to buy a condo for her son. Okay. Or actually just a few months prior, before y'all put her ass into this damn situation, she was going to buy a condo for her son. So why hasn't her tax lien been paid? Y'all keep reading these headlines talking about some Wendy Williams faces federal tax lien over $500. Wendy this, Wendy that, Wendy owes. Y'all need to start saying, what the fuck is the Guardian doing, and why isn't the Guardian paying Wendy's bills? Isn't that what she's supposed to do? And then y'all can get into the details down in the comments, which is, down into the article, which I would appreciate. Or maybe get somebody that's even more educated to help us, because I would love to be educated on this. Somebody that's going to say, want to know why the Guardian hasn't paid? Well, typically Guardians only handle this amount of money and they only take care of these bills. But when it comes to taxes and this and that, these are things that are off limits. Like, educate us. Let us know what's going on. All right. We know the big draw is Wendy Williams' name. Okay. We know that's the big draw, but let me know a little more, because this right here, this some whole okay, if I've ever seen it before. All right, but that's all I got, girl. I just had to come and tug on a little piece of a wig, and a little strand of blonde hair. So yeah, that's all that I have at this time. Y'all hop down in the comments, girl. Let me know your thoughts about what all we talked about. When it comes to Wendy Williams, I am done. I'm Jamie. That's me, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me, honey. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
City and cul-de-sac, coming out swinging like soldier rag, leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble.